welcome to this week's episode of the CPS Reports.
This week we're touching base on the weekend roundup of the EPL's game week 4.
Oh, take us away. What's the first game we're looking at this
So the
week,
first
Ross?
game of game week 4 was Luton and West Ham, and I think West Ham won 2-0 on that one.
Yeah, it was quite a up and down game.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I think West Ham looked a bit more clinical than Luton.
More dangerous.
But Luton this season at home should be a problem.
I also think so. The games I did watch them play, when they had Chelsea at home, they looked. Even though Chelsea cleaned them out, they still looked really good, bro. I think they can be a bit of a thorn in people's foot for the remainder of the season. Are they going to stay up? I don't know.
I feel like they're going to be there at the bottom, but depending on if they can get a couple of crucial wins here and there, I think maybe
they stay up. You think they're going to be in the relegation battle for the season?
I think they'll be down there. I think they'll be down there. Like 15, 16.
Yes.
Like around about there.
Okay. That's not, 15, 16. There's 20 Premier League teams, no?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so, that's close to the relegation zone.
It will be touch and go, depending. I think come into the season, they have a couple of crucial games that it's must win to stay up.
Yeah, of course. You think it's a fair result based on what you've seen?
I think so. I just think West Ham's quality is a bit better. Wood-Prowse, Jared Bowen,
Antonio, Paqueta. They got a solid team, bruh.
So that's it. That's the small difference. That in that game.
Yeah, no, 100%. So I think that's a fair result on that one. Sheffield Everton. Yes.
I think that's just going to be a relegation battle. I think both teams are going to sit there at the bottom.
Yeah, shocker. Shocker.
Sheffield though. What do they
offer? I maybe agree with you with Everton, because Everton looks very wacky. They look strangely weak.
No goals in that.
Strange. Decore, Beto, I haven't even seen that man play before. Amadou Onana, Trisha Gay. the midfield's not too bad.
It's not too bad. They just have nothing up top.
Yeah.
Nothing to finish chances.
To finish the creations,
Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he's too injury prone. So, if he's fully fit, I can see him banging maybe 15 goals.
And he starts every game basically for them.
But otherwise, besides him, I don't see anybody scoring consistently week in, week out.
Absolutely. So you think the 2-2 is a fair result for that game?
Yeah, I did go for a draw in that game.
Yeah. Let me just see this team here. You did go for a draw in that game. I went for Everton. I went for Sheffield win. Man City versus Fulham. What's your perspective on this one?
I think Fulham started the game well.
Yeah.
Contained Man City, and then as soon as Man City scored their first, it was floodgates open.
Good performance for a lot of the players there. We don't have to stay too long on Ireland. I feel like everyone talks about Ireland. Everyone boasts about how good he is. But Julian Alvarez plays really well. Rodri controls that. And you also mentioned once before about this new guy.
Jeremy Doku.
Yeah.
Jeremy Doku is
called him Goku the first time I saw his name. I thought it was Goku, but it's not.
You have the pace, you have the skill, right foot, left foot. You saw him and Foden switching wings, and Foden. I feel like Foden's the utility player at the moment.
Yeah.
I think he's taking in the role of Bernardo Silva.
Pretty much, eh? But Bernardo Silva signed another contract.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be there again.
I don't know if he's gonna get that much game time in the Prem. I think
more Champions League stuff.
I think
probably, it's a good point. I forgot this squad has got that much depth.
Yeah, it's
in
crazy.
So many positions. Because that's a good point that you say he's a utility player. So you think by having Jeremy Doku there that they might not give Bernardo Silva that much starts?
I don't think they'll give him that much starts. I think Doku and Grealish will probably alternate, either one of them playing with Foden. I think Foden will get a bigger role this season, and you will be looked at as start on the left or start on the right, and then float just behind Haaland and
absolutely.
Alvarez.
So will you think when Kevin De Bruyne comes back, that whole thing shifts in regards who plays that front three?
I think Pep is smart enough to give. I don't think he'll start De Bruyne too much, but I think he'll bring him off the bench just to get him into that Champions League I think Pep knows how to control a squad
Absolutely.
and knows when to put in who.
Yeah.
And I think like that's the worst thing for FPL. But I think like he knows when a certain player should play a game and when a certain player should rest and come off the bench.
I think that's vital for a lot of teams to understand, to learn. I think because I notice a lot of teams have a habit of sticking to a 11, which is cool. We get that. But players do get burnout. They do experience some exhaustion coming towards the back end of the season. So I think what you mentioned now is a very good point. That's also probably why every time De Bruyne does play, he just looks unplayable. It's because like they play him when you know you got the best out of him, kind of thing. So you said, for you, coming back to what you said, Fulham played really well in the beginning. What do you think it will take for any Premier League team to kind of give Man City
like
a very difficult game?
I think you need that 2 years ago Liverpool like type mentality where we're going to just straight off from kickoff, we're going to go at you. We're not going to allow you to keep the ball. We're not going to allow you to look for gaps. And they should look for long balls to Ireland.
Okay.
But besides like maybe Van Dijk, I don't see anybody else really staturing up that way to Ireland. Like especially like with balls coming into him. He's extremely fast, extremely
powerful.
strong. So I don't think other teams look at playing that way because of like what the physical presence he is and then the quality that they have like around him. You have
no doubt. No doubt.
So that's what I think. I think you need a certain team to just come off no respect. We don't care. And you're either going to lose 5-0 or you're going to give them a proper game until the 90.
Yeah, it's what I initially thought, and we'll touch base when we get to the Arsenal game, but that's what I thought United should have done to make it a bit more of a guaranteed spectacle for them. Like, just run into the Arsenal players, just take them down, bro. Play physical, don't allow them to have the ball for that long.
And something that Arsenal and City do well is when they on the ball, the defense line pushes up so much.
Very high.
Yeah.
Very risky.
So they look at like, oh, we on like just behind the halfway line or we on the halfway line. And that's what makes teams want to play the long ball. But not everybody has Kevin De Bruyne quality to put that ball right in your path.
It's not easy. Before we move to the next match, Man City, who do you think is going to be their best player for the season?
It's hard to choose anybody but Haaland.
Really? I'll probably go with Rodri.
I think he's an underrated hero.
He's the hero in the team, bro.
I feel like Haaland gets goals.
So does that argue the point in what do you rate or what do you value more, like the goal scoring or the engine?
I think like if I'm using last season from start to finish, I have to say Haaland. Like I have to look at Haaland because of the way he dismantled certain teams. After you score like 2 goals or a first half hat-trick, that team they're not coming at Rodri. Rodri is able to like be calm. He knows everybody on the opposing team. Probably confidence is low. So I think like maybe like just if we're talking just Premier League, I think like Haaland will make the bigger impact. I think once you move up to the Champions League, Rodri and your midfield will look a bit more solid because of the quality of the opposing team.
I fully agree with that statement. I just think that the midfield is a part of the game that I feel like since Iniesta Xavi, it needs a lot more respect and light on what these oaks are actually doing for the front line to go and score. Like Rodri was very important. Moving on to Chelsea, Nottingham. Chelsea at home, Nottingham wins 1-0.
What a shit Chelsea team.
Didn't expect you to say that.
Nah, the thing is like last week when we did the predictions, I really thought, you know what? Chelsea got off. Sterling 2 goals. They're going to be in the flow now of scoring goals. Bro, you're losing to Notts Forest. No disrespect to Notts Forest, though. But still, like
who scored for Nottingham?
You're looking at Chelsea that's supposedly a big 6 team.
Big
6 team.
Supposedly.
With a squad depth close to City.
But you mentioned they got a very big squad.
So how are you losing?
Anthony Langala, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
You
yes.
just signed in a striker.
Yeah.
So it's not that you have a lack of striker.
You're signing quite a bit of players, actually.
You signing all the creative players in your midfield. So it's not
Big
like
budget.
there's a lack of creativity.
Yeah.
So you were just playing really shit football.
I'm just looking at the XG here. Okay, no, I thought, no, yeah, I thought.
Yeah.
So Chelsea did have more XG. Look, I don't want to say they're a shit team. I'm not going to go out and be passionate that hard. I just think that it's just
chemistry.
The Oaks they haven't fully figured out the buzz. They're relying on what's the captain's name? Enzo, who in my mind I think is more of a holding or deeper player as to be the creative man, play the final pass.
Joe was the captain.
Oh, is he the actual captain? Yes,
Captain.
He's club captain.
Joe on the left, Mr.
Oh, bro, how's he the captain?
No, bro. Englishman. They want the English representative.
So, what do you think Chelsea need to do to create? Because it's not like there's a lack of chances created. It's not like there's lack of ball possession. I mean, 21 shots, bro.
Chelsea just need to play a bit more together. They signing players quite frequently every transfer season window.
Yeah.
They having managers come in and out. I think like everybody's having like a bit of like, am I playing this week? Okay, new coach. Now you're not in my rotation.
Yeah.
So now another player gets the
Excuse me.
I think like they just need to figure out like who's the best in that position and try to be consistent.
Do you think they should start Mudryk?
I would say yes. I would say like you invested in him, allow him to grow into the Prem, grow into the physicality of the Prem. I think like the same thing you're doing with Enzo.
Yeah.
You allowing him to be in that midfield week after week, and you can see like it's getting better.
Yeah.
I think with Mudryk, you probably need to do the same thing, but just allow him a bit more time.
Just let him play. There's no denying that he's a talent. Like we can see that he's got heavy signs of like this kid can make you scared to play against him. I think if they maybe, I'm just looking at the lineup that they played here.
Weird.
Yeah, if they maybe drop Gustav or Gusto.
But Gusto is a threatening side. He's the one assisting.
So then between, because I mean Nicholas Jackson, Raheem Sterling, Enzo Fernandez.
I think like Raheem Sterling, maybe you can look at like, I don't know, playing him when you like try to first figure out the team before. With him, I think there's still like a look at like, is he your number 9 or is he your winger?
Yeah.
Because he's scoring the goals for you where your striker's not scoring. So like just figure out like where you want to play him and where he plays best. Because if you playing Nicholas Jackson and Raheem Sterling, I don't know if they mesh that well because they're both looking to score and they're not both looking to really create.
I think if they see the midfield was Gusto, Gallagher, Casado, and Joel. Between the four of them, I would drop one of them, put Fernandez in there, and then put McCallum, Mudryk, Raheem Sterling behind Jackson. The thing with Sterling is he's shown whatever team he's played at that any of the front three, left wing, right wing, behind the striker, he will perform for you there. It doesn't matter. Maybe not too necessarily behind the striker, but he can do it.
I think like I said, they need to sort out like the striker position first.
Yeah.
And if they're gonna play Sterling there, then they have like a bit more freedom on the
sides,
wings. Because like if you're playing Sterling up top, you're not looking for balls into the box, like crosses. You're looking more playing on the feet.
Yeah.
I think with Nick Jackson, you can maybe play balls in.
Look, I would start that, bro, all the time.
Me also.
I would start him.
I think he's a good talent, and it's a rough team.
And he's hungry. Yeah. I think they're gonna come right, man. Chelsea will come right. Nottingham Forest, smash and grab.
Yeah.
They went there, took their 3 points, went home. Almost like what they did at Arsenal. They were very close to getting it right.
Not Forest look good.
They look good, bruh. And I think that I don't put them down in relegation battle.
Yeah, I
Mid-table,
think like just above.
just
Mid-table.
above or close to mid-table. You're right.
Yeah.
The next game, which caught me by surprise, I expected a bit more from Burnley Spurs.
Oh. So, shout out to Lau Forster from South Africa. 2 game weeks, 2 goals. Come
Look
on.
there, beast.
But yeah, it also caught me by surprise. But then again,
The amount of goals that Spurs scores, didn't expect them to score 5.
yeah, I suppose not particularly known to be a ruthless team, but Postecoglou have them playing amazing football, good football.
Yeah.
Like knowing what to do and when to do
Yeah.
it, and also Son.
Yeah,
scored
very
an
threatening.
hat-trick.
Very threatening. It's been a while since I was able to make a statement and say Spurs looks good. The last time I was able to talk about Spurs in a way, I'm like, I actually think they're going to be dangerous to play against, was when they had Van der Vaart, and those guys, Pavlyuchenko. I was like, okay, cool, they look a bit dangerous back then. Now they look, I can say now they look again like a team that's going to show up. They're going to show up. I mean, they beat United. They beat
North London Derby's going to look good this season.
24th of September. I'm
amped
for that. I'm going to still say Arsenal's going to pack them, but we'll see. We're going to see. Spurs just looks like a side this season, realistically, especially with the new coach, new environment, new energy. Yeah, I can clearly tell he's bringing in a new energy with the players because they look like they want to play for each other. No one looks so angry anymore. They don't look sad. They look like they're hungry to play footy. And I think a healthy mindset team is a very powerful team to play against.
Also, he doesn't look like a manager. He looks like a coach, man. Like
yes,
he's coaching players. Players are playing better because of what he's doing. And I think that's what they needed. That's why they look so good under Pochettino.
Yeah.
Because he was the same type of manager to help players. And not like just like have assistants like do things.
He looks very hands-on,
Yeah. So hey, Spurs team to look at for the season.
I'm impressed with them, guy. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna be like people say. Oh, they come to the back end, they're gonna drop and thinking. If they don't get injuries to Madison and what's her name and Son, I think they're gonna be quite consistent if those two players stay fit.
I think so. And I think Richarlison also should come good this season for them. I think Madison will create enough for him.
He has to score.
Yeah,
for him, human to human. I still say that fuck that Bright he miss because his attitude and whatever. But human to human, I would like the Bright to score and like not feel so morbid every time. Like get yourself back up there. So I think the 5-2 is a fair result of just showing Spurs' dominance. Honestly,
that new resurgence.
I think that's what we could see from that game. Brentford Bournemouth didn't really watch it because I was out filming, but 2-2.
Yeah,
what do you
I
think
also
of that
didn't
one?
watch it that much, but I think Brentford's going to look like a mid-table team compared to like what they did last season with Tony.
Well, much better last season.
Yeah, I don't know if Bueno can do what Tony does week in,
Not the
week
same
out.
caliber of player, man.
But hey, I'm here to be proven wrong. I would love to see him score.
What's his name? Mbemo. Yeah, beast. Look, I didn't watch, so I can't really say much of how it all went down. I can't tell you if it's a fair result.
Yeah.
But just looking at players' ratings, it looked like it was fairly even.
It looked like
it was fairly even, that game. The main event of Saturday was Brighton Newcastle. Tell me what you think about that.
That was an unexpected game. I didn't expect Newcastle to look that flat. I didn't expect
shocking.
Brighton to be that clinical.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Ferguson,
Brighton looks strong, bruh.
Ferguson is going to be a problem, right? He's going to be a problem.
I think that the whole squad is going to be a problem. Billy Gilmore, them. I think they all just got this mindset of like, we can be Brighton, but we play footy, bruh.
Yeah,
we're going to come at you.
I think like the underrated heroes, Pascal Carew.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Solly March. Like those players are not in the headlines, but those are the players that's like you're looking at on the weekend and they're feeling Matoma in the perfect position, or Evan Ferguson.
What do you think of João Pedro?
João Pedro, I think he started off well, but then I don't know what he's doing in training that he's not getting the start.
He started this game.
But last week he didn't.
He didn't play.
And this week, like, I think they played him for 70 something minutes.
So, I remember he came off.
Like, I don't know if he looks good when he's playing.
Yeah,
But
he looks
I
a
think,
player.
I think I need to see a bit more consistency.
Look, I'm just looking at this team's rating for Brighton. Oh, no one's got below 6. Everyone is 7 and above.
They had a good game. Newcastle should put up more of a fight. I think Callum Wilson late goal, but should be earlier.
Yeah,
I think the midfield is looking solid.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a bit of time for them to gel together, and then we can see how they actually play.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Look, it's only 4 games. We know that after game week 5, the Oaks have shaken off all the jitters, and now you should be going spearheaded. And after the game 10 landmark, you basically know, right? From here on out, how am I gonna,
where do I sit? I would love to see Newcastle with that midfield of Joe Willock.
Is he still injured?
Yeah.
Joe Willock's still injured.
Yeah. So like seeing Joe Willock, Bruno, and Lissandro Tonali.
Yeah.
When they see them play together, I would love to see like a
Then who drops Joe Linton?
Yeah. Or he moves out to the wing.
Someone must come off, bro.
Nah, I think they just move him out to the wing because he's like the utility player. They just throw him striker, wing, mid, anyway possible. Joe Linton or 50.
Look, the thing, what I like what you mentioned about that 3 midfield players, they all got very powerful runners. Like Willock, Willock, Tonali, and Bruno are very, very powerful runners. So when he comes back, they might look a different outfit. But for now, I wouldn't write Newcastle off. Yeah, that was like a bit of a shaky 1-2 back-to-back losses, but you played 2 very good teams. You know what I mean?
What do you think what do you think they should do up top? Like
with which one?
Isaac,
Newcastle,
and Wilson, or like one of them. Both of them.
I was thinking about the concept of playing both of them, and the more I thought about it, I thought, hey, you know what? They're very similar style of players. The big back to the poles. They can hold up. They both got pace. They both got good strike on the ball. If you play both of them up top, one of them is going to probably go out wide, and most likely going to be what's his name, Isak, that goes out wide. So I think he actually he can play there.
Yeah,
he does, and he comes off nicely from the left. He does it quite nicely. That being said, I wouldn't drop Gordon and I wouldn't drop Almiron. I love the way the two of them play.
Gordon's looking dangerous.
And I think because of that, that's probably why Eddie Howe can't play Isak and Wilson, because we can't sacrifice those two guys. Those are very good threats. So I like Wilson, man. I really do.
I do. I also like him. And maybe, because Almiron goes in spells.
He does.
You have 5 game weeks on the trot where he looks, you're Messi, and then boom, he's done. You don't hear him for another
That's true.
10 weeks, bro. But maybe if you time that perfectly, you can have Isaac playing, swapping in with Almiron.
Okay, so you think he would drop? You think he will drop? If they keep Isaac on and Wilson, Almiron comes down.
I think so. I think Anthony Gordon is looking a bit more threatening.
Can Anthony Gordon play right?
I think he can.
Okay, if he can, then I get why you would make that.
Because you would just switch it and then play Isaac on there.
Yeah, no, I get that. Look, in a nutshell, don't take this last 2 results of Newcastle as what's going on. I've got a feeling that they're gonna step up and be one of the big dogs for the season. Crystal Palace Wolves.
I didn't watch the game.
Didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it like that. I did see all the goals.
I missed it. Yeah.
I was watching the Liverpool game, which was around about the same time. So I just saw the goal rush of the.
Okay, you saw the goal rush.
Yeah. So I saw Wong score, and I thought, oh, game on. And then I saw Eze score, and then I saw is it Edward? He scored the last one, eh?
Yeah. Yes. Correct.
So after I watched that, I was like, that seemed like it was a game for the late in. All the goals came 70 minutes.
Okay, back end of the second half.
Yeah.
Where do you think the two of them are going to be placed for the remainder of the season?
I think with Crystal Palace, it relies on the youngsters, Olise and Eze, and if they can be consistent enough to keep Newcastle mid-table.
Mid-table for
yeah.
Newcastle. Okay.
Wolves, I don't know if they stay up.
Yeah, I'm just looking at them because they also have a lot of players, eh? Yeah, you're
the
right.
promising player went to Saudi.
That's true. I'm just trying to see where they're laying quickly.
Yeah,
Wolves,
Wolves
15th.
Wolves is down there. I think
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if I see them like. I think they will also be like down in the relegation battle. I don't know. I don't want to say they're gonna get relegated,
but you see them hanging down there in the bottom part of the table. Yeah, Crystal Palace also, I think, mid-tier. You mentioned you watched Liverpool Aston Villa. What are your thoughts on Aston Villa?
That game, I saw Aston Villa not really playing like they wanted to in that game because Liverpool.
Big statements.
Liverpool just looked very
dominant.
Yeah, and they looked very free on the ball.
Yeah.
They didn't. Everything that went to Dominic Szoboszlai, and anything he looked to create, it seemed like it came off. It just seemed like Aston Villa's defense was not as well prepared for that Liverpool attack.
Yeah, statistics here show that Liverpool just outright just dominated them. More corners, more shots on target, more possession, expected goals, just outright just.
I think Ollie Watkins was very much starved of the ball.
I was about to ask you about that, yeah, okay, because that's usually a big threat for Aston Villa.
So I think like if they played a bit more aggressive towards Liverpool, Ollie Watkins should have had a better game, especially if you think about what Ollie Watkins did like a season ago against the backline with Van Dijk.
Yeah.
So now you take Van Dijk out and your team's looking a bit like you should
more fragile.
You should be able to break that Liverpool defense, especially with Trent stepping into midfield and leaving the right hand side abandoned. Like take advantage of that. And
absolutely.
I think maybe they not giving the ball that much to Diaby to run that channels because as soon as you do that, I think like you'll see if they had to do that, they will see like they were way more threatening and they put in Liverpool way back.
Way more back, yeah. Do you think that maybe Liverpool's midfield were just on point for the day and they're just looking really good with his new signings?
I don't want to say that. Because I was going to ask you what midfield, because they just have attackers, defenders. There's no like a real
midfield,
real strength in that midfield yet. But with the signing of Ryan Gravenberg, I think that's a bit more solid. I think like Liverpool's like front or
they're doing all the work basically.
I think they just played the perfect game against this Aston Villa.
Where do you think Liverpool goes into the season?
I would say I want to say top 4, but I don't know if they can be that consistent.
Very
especially
interesting.
With
the lack of midfield.
The thin squad that they have and the competition that
they are competing in. That's very true. I would like to give them top 4 because it's Liverpool, bro. It's hard to bet against them.
It is.
You know?
Especially like Liverpool of a recent.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they play good football.
Before we move on.
Maybe it's time to invest in strengthening the squad.
Yeah, they're probably gonna have to. Before we move on to the last fixture, I just want to touch again quickly on Ollie Watkins. Do you think he should stay at Aston Villa?
I don't see too many options for him. Like looking at like going to a top team.
Spurs, bro.
They have Richarlison and Son is going off.
That's true. I would like to see him at a bigger club.
Maybe Arsenal.
Maybe even Arsenal. I'd like to see him.
Target man, because
they will do well for Arsenal.
I know Arsenal was looking at Tony. Ollie Watkins also a good shot.
One of the two. Since we're speaking on Arsenal, closing game of game week 4, Arsenal Man United.
The first half to that game was not the most exciting for me personally. And until Rashford scored and then Odegaard scored, and then that's when the game came alive. And I think like that United's tactics were just, for me, it was a bit off.
Yeah,
I think they should
I
have
feel the same way.
been way more aggressive,
I feel the same way.
played way more position-based football instead of counter-attacking football. But I mean, the way Arsenal set up,
it forced him to play that style. Because I was about to say, when I recall back of games when United did beat Arsenal of like, I'm not talking like way back of the older person, I'm talking about recent times, they won because of what you said. They were a bit more physical. They didn't sit and rely on one particular tactic and then just unlock Rashford that way. Because, I mean, again, the statistics just show that Arsenal expected goals 2.27 to 0.9. So, like, it shows you that United didn't actually have that much. Even though the chances shows they had 10 shots.
I think like,
2 on target.
I think for United in that first half, I think Onana touched the ball the most.
Yes, he did.
Because every time United had position, they go up to the halfway line and then come back all the way to Onana. Up to the halfway line, come back.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal's tactic was like play narrow and try and squeeze him, and it looked like it worked.
It worked, yeah, definitely. I mean, the amount of corners they conceded. One of the incidents at the end of the game was the offside, which was very marginal. I'd like to get your thoughts on that one.
I think everybody, if you're not a United supporter, I think everybody that saw that, the immediate reaction is like offside. There's no way that man's going to be that free. I think all the United fans were like, nah, he was onside, it's the angles and whatever else. But I think, like, if you're looking at it from a non-biased standpoint, it looked offside.
Okay.
And then when the VAR checked,
it looked like offside again. Yeah. Because I was actually watching a podcast this morning and one of the United fans was like, come on, that's very dodgy. And I was like, really? Don't get me wrong. 10 years ago, that would not have been called offside. The linesman probably would just let it go.
Yeah, 10 years ago, linesman's not being that good.
Yeah, you're not catching that.
Because it was very close.
Marginal, bro. Marginal. Gabby literally had to step back. I'm pretty sure that it happened like this. The whole thing happened like this. And if he didn't do that quick enough, that man is through, bro. And he goes, cool. Game is different now. 2-1. Game is finished.
But I think Arsenal have that different mentality.
For the last 2 seasons, they show like they can play till that end. And by this new style it is introducing to them to pretty much just stay in other people's offs, other opponents' off, allows the XG to be this high. It allows that, you're going to get a goal. If you keep going, it's going to have to go into the net at some point. Erik ten Hag mentioned that he thinks there was a foul on Højlund at the end, close to the end of the game. And he says it was a penalty. How much of you can recall that tackle? It was when Gabby went with him and then Saliba swept the ball up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was penalty. I'm just going off what I remember.
What you saw, yeah. I don't think it was a penny either. Yeah.
But, United, somehow, they find
get away.
Incidents where they're like, you know what, that should have been a handball, that should have been a red card, that should have been a penalty.
Yes.
So I've learned not to really truly engage into the argument with the United fan because you can't just stick on one topic. They'll find different ways to hit you with different topics, and then you having playing defense, and it's like, bro, why am I defending?
Yeah.
Oh, you the one in the wrong. You lost the game.
Yeah.
How are we talking about this offside? It was 3-1. You didn't close. You didn't set up correctly.
Yeah.
You played Højlund from start. You played Garnacho from start. Different game.
Different game. I would say it'll be a different game. Especially, I think that Højlund is going to be one to watch. I mean, at first I was like, 72 mil, what the hell? But when he came on for that little small stint, he made the defense feel a bit shaky. He shook them up, and I was like, okay, so you're going to be a talent. You're going to be something to watch for the future. Yeah. That was the closing game of game week 4. We will give our predictions for game week 5 on the match preview show.
Yes,
okay. So I think we can close it there, and then
we can do like a nice tactical breakdown into the United
Arsenal game. Okay, cool. That's perfect.
Cool. But you can catch that on the next episode.
Yeah, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. comment, and then catch us on the breakdown of the United Arsenal game.
We out.